5, the following table shows the average daily walking distance and weight loss of 8 university students in a month. It is believed that more weight loss can be obtained by having a long walk. Okay, by having a long walk. So maknanya kat sini dia nak tengok dari segi average daily walking distance dengan dia punya weight loss. So first of all, kalau soalan tu tanya, kalau dia tak tanya pun you have to identify lah sebab apa. Sebab this question is a combination of the correlation and regression. Even though in correlation you don't need to specify the independent and dependent variable, but for this situation, because of the questions or the data will also be used for the regression analysis, you need to identify the independent and independent variable, even though they didn't ask you the questions to ask for the independent and dependent variable. Okay. So how do you determine the independent and dependent variables? So normally kita just go by intuition, okay, by logic. Contohnya kat sini kalau dikatakan average daily walking distance dengan weight loss, of course secara logiknya the more we walk, the more weight will be lost. Okay, sebab kita bakar kalori kan. So kita bakar kalori, maka berat badan pun akan berkurangan. So itu secara logik. So that means yang mana bergantung kepada yang mana, maknanya weight loss, berapa banyak kita punya weight loss bergantung kepada jauhnya ataupun distance kita berjalan. So that means yang independent adalah daily walking distance, yang dependent adalah weight loss. So independent daily walking distance, dependent weight loss, maksudnya dependent weight loss bergantung kepada daily walking distance. Okay, kalau katakan you tak boleh nak identify secara logik, one way is to look at the final questions. Okay, dalam asas ni, so you tengok pada soalan yang terakhir. Kita tengok dalam soalan yang terakhir kat sini. Dia ada kat sini weight loss estimate. Dia ada perkataan estimate ni. Okay, dia ada words estimate. Okay, sometimes dia gunakan perkataan estimate, kadang dia gunakan perkataan approximate, ataupun dia gunakan perkataan predict. Okay, so all these are give you some keywords ataupun some hints untuk menentukan yang mana satu independent, yang mana satu dependent. Apa yang kita nak estimate adalah dia punya dependent variable. So in this case, we want to estimate the weight loss kan. So that means weight loss ni akan jadi Y lah. Dia punya dependent variable. Manakala yang diberi adalah average walk 5 km a day. So yang ni adalah average walk ni distance. This will be the X. So Y dengan X. Okay, dalam exam jangan pula nanti bila katakan state the independent variable, independent and dependent variable, you pergi jawab pula okay, independent X, dependent Y. Bukan yang tu So kita nakkan exactly apa benda dia. So ada juga pelajar yang dia buat, dia katakan independent, dia kata okay, independent equal to Y, X, dependent equal to Y. Sedangkan kat sini dia bagi dalam bentuk pernyataan. So you have to identify independent is walking distance, dependent is weight loss. So in this case, kita nak jawab yang ni, this one gonna be independent. Okay, this will be walking distance. In kilometer, and then dependent, and of course the symbol used will be X and Y lah. Okay, so this one will be the weight loss in kilogram. Okay, 2 marks. Okay, for the this part okay. So yang tu so ada soalan itu tak ada Okay, that is for the first part. So kalau dia tak bagi tahu pun you kena identify itu lah. And then sometimes they ask you to draw the scatter plot. Okay, you have to draw the scatter plot. So kalau kena draw scatter plot, make sure you draw it on the graph paper, and then you tunjukkan dengan jelas lah. So make sure you draw it correctly and then make it as clear as possible. Okay, so kena lukiskan dengan jelas. So make sure you label the graph paper. Okay, label come to play. So that means kalau katakan you nak kena graph, you kena lukiskan lah. Okay, the graph paper you kena lukis lah. So you kena label betul-betul. So you have the X and then you have the Y. Okay, so you have the X over here. This is the X. So the X will be walking distance. So this one is walking distance, kilometer, and this will be your weight loss in kilogram. And then you have the title. So the title mesti adalah katakan this is a scatter plot or scatter diagram. Okay, or walking this weight loss against walking distance. Okay, okay. So you buat yang ni saja pun you dah dapat markah. So you belum letakkan point lagi. So bila letakkan point, you akan dapat markah. So that means, so the template itself give marks, and then you have to put in the values. Okay, the pair of value, the point ni, you akan dapat juga dia punya markah. So that means you akan dapat 3 markah. Itulah selalunya. Okay. And then sometimes you also need to draw the regression equation line dekat dalam tu. So nanti saya akan tunjukkan macam mana kita dapat. Okay. So the second part here is to calculate the Pearson product moment correlation coefficient and comment on the value obtained. So again, in this situation, you know that this is X, this is Y, and then you need to find what is X squared and then Y squared, and then finding X times Y. So you have to come up with all the summation kat bawah ni lah. So summation of X dia sama dengan apa, summation of Y sama dengan apa, and then summation of X squared, and then summation of Y squared sama dengan, and then summation of XY sama dengan, and then of course the value of N. Okay. So again, as I mentioned earlier, drawing or constructing the table of XY, X squared, Y squared, XY dengan summation kat bawah ni adalah optional. Okay, optional maksudnya tak perlu nak letak, kalaupun ada hanya tak perlu nak nyatakan, tak perlu nak tulis secara jelas dalam you punya kertas jawapan. Yang penting adalah yang summation. So that means kalau katakan you gunakan calculator, if you are using the calculator, that means you only need to write down the summation values that you obtain from the calculator. Okay, so make sure that you write down. So that means you can write down. Okay, you write down the summation. So you have the summation of X equal to, and then you have the summation of Y equal to, summation of X squared equal to, summation of Y squared equal to, and then summation of XY equal to what, and then N is equal to 1. So in this case, kalau N 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So ada 8 mesti kan. Okay. If you want to get the summation values for this data using your calculator, you can check my YouTube video. Saya dah terangkan macam mana kita nak buat step by step on how to come up with the values. Okay, with the values. Okay, and then lastly, boleh nak dapatkan punya Pearson product moment correlation coefficient. So that means in this case you are writing the value of R. So remember that the process untuk jawab yang ni, first you listkan. Okay, the step yang pertama, number 1, list summation. Okay, number 2, write formula. Okay, yes. Oh, that one. Right. So and then write the formula of R, and then the third step is to substitute the summation values, and then the fourth one, evaluate the formula. Evaluate the formula to get the answer. Okay, itu dia punya step. And then kalau kat sini dia suruh komen. So kalau ada katakan suruh komen kat sini, maknanya you kena komen lah. Okay, bila you komen, make sure you ada dua benda. So yang pertama adalah dia punya strength, yang kedua dia punya direction. Okay, for example, in this case you can see the comment maybe in the form of that exists a strong positive linear relationship between these two contohnya. So you ada dia punya strength dengan dia punya direction. Dia punya strength tu sama ada weak, moderate, strong, very strong. And direction sama positif ataupun negatif. Kalau tidak R dia adalah positif, mana positif lah. Kalau tidak R dia negatif, negatif. Okay, so that is for the okay, macam tu. So yang tu yang tu dia akan buat sendiri. And then the third one is to find the coefficient of determination. So basically, when we talk about coefficient of determination, in this case, we are looking for the value of R squared. So in this case, this is what we need to do, is just simply answer from P ini, you squarekan saja. Okay, you squarekan saja. So contohnya, kalau kita dapat nilai itu 0.89, you squarekan 0.89, dapat satu nilai. Okay. Okay, let's see how we can do this very fast. Kalau katakan saya nak gunakan ini, so katakan kita nak guna calculator. So saya tunjuk dengan secepat very fast. So let me just take up my calculator. This one. So let me just do this very fast. So you want this to be in the stats section. So this one is 3. If I'm not mistaken. And then you have the A plus BX. So you have the A plus BX. Kalau kita nakkan yang regression. So walaupun soalan tanya tentang correlation, but we want the regression. So you choose the A plus BX. Okay, A plus BX will be the regression. So this one is number 2, right? So you have X and Y. So you have to identify, this is where you need to identify X and Y. So make sure you masukkan yang betul lah. So sebab tu saya kata, walaupun kita just tanya untuk correlation, by correlation tak perlu pun tahu nilai X mana, nilai Y yang mana. Tapi in this situation, sebab kita akan sambung dengan regression dekat bawah ni. So we need to know whether which one is X, which one is Y. So that is very crucial. So now we just enter the values. Okay, kita ada the first one is 6. So masukkan 4 0.5 to 0.5 1 3 1 3 1.5. You have 1. Okay. Then move to the next one. You want the Y values. Y values starting with 8, 6, 3. 8, 6, 3, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 5, 2, 4, 2. Itu mana dekat sini? Itu kan YouTube je. Okay, right. So now we have entered everything. So I can just clear the screen. So saya just tekan SC to clear everything. Okay. So next kita nak tengok the new summation. So we want the summation value. So again, this one you take. Kita ambil shift, betul. Step, right? Okay. So we want the summation. So the summation will be number 3, right? So you take number 3. So here you have all the summation values. Okay. So what you need to do is just key in find each of these. Okay, to invoke, for example, number 2, you want the summation of x, you choose number 2, and then equal sign, you get the values for sum of x. So you can put here sum of x, right? Okay, so once you have everything, and then you substitute in the, you write down the formula for R, and then substitute the value of the summation in the formula. And finally, you can find the answer for R just by taking shift number 1 again. But right now, once you have done with the summation, you want the variable. So this will give you all the result for the calculation. Okay, so you want the variable number 4. So search for, sorry, not variable. Is it variable? Not variable. Okay, regression, sorry. Sebab variable yang ni yang just yang mean, median, mode, so sorry, the mean and the standard deviation, so what you want is this one, so the regression, so dalam regression tadi kan, so number 5 actually, not number 4. So here you have number 3 for the regression correlation, so number 3, so you get this to be 0.938. Okay, so you have here 0.938. Okay, remember dalam exam, dalam test, dalam exam, you need to show all the working. Jangan just tulis jawapan saja. So kalau katakan yang ni 5 markah, you tulis summation of x, summation of y, summation of x squared, y squared, xy, n equal to 8. You tulis nilai-nilai itu, and then terus tulis jawapan R sama 0.938, and then explain. You hanya akan dapat markah 3 sahaja. Dia tak dapat 5 markah walaupun jawapannya betul, sebab pun tidak ada working. Okay, tidak ada jalan kerja. So make sure that you write the working. So macam saya katakan, untuk tuliskan the working, list the summation first. This one will give you the 1 mark, and then write formula and substitute the formula, the values in the formula. You're gonna get another sorry, yang ni 2 markah, and then you're gonna get another 2 marks over here, sorry, 1 mark over here. And then sebab apa? Sebab write formula tak ada markah, sebab formula dah diberi. Okay, formula dah diberi. Okay, one more thing yang saya lupa, tadi saya dapat message bahawa mengatakan untuk test 2 ni, test hari Jumaat ni, it is an open book. It is an open book test, so that means you can refer to your notes, you can refer to your text, you can refer to your YouTube channel, whatever that you want. Okay, so that is one thing that saya lupa lah mention sebab dia orang beritahu tadi. Okay, and then substitute the values, and then lastly evaluate, dapat answer. So once you have this one, so you have to explain. So how to explain? So this one is near to 1, right? So that means you can say that exists very strong. Saya gunakan very strong sebab 9 yang dah lebih 0.9, so very strong. Jadi positif, so very strong positif. Yang mesti ikutan linear, sebab kita melibatkan linear relationship saja. Linear relationship between weight loss and distance walking distance. Okay, so that is the situation. And then untuk dapatkan R squared, so this coefficient of estimation, you just square the value of R. So you boleh ambil 0.938 kuasa 2, ataupun boleh gunakan calculator tu straight forward saja. So this one you dah ada answer kat sini, so just square. Answer square you akan dapat 0.8799 ataupun kat sini 0.879 dan nanti 88. So kalau nak detail lagi, you akan display 0.8799. Okay, bila you nak explain, you must explain the form of percentage. So this one means that explaining, explain the meanings. So you prefer jadi percentage. So 87.99% variation in Y. Y dia adalah weight loss kan, variation in weight loss can be explained by walking distance. So that is the situation. Alright. So itu untuk yang coefficient of determination. And then the next one is asking you to find the linear regression equation using the least square methods. So how do you find the linear regression equation? So this is basically by using the formula. So remember the step here. Step yang pertama, here you write down y equal to a plus bx. Step yang kedua, you calculate the b. So here b is equal to summation of xy minus summation of x, summation of y divided by n, divide by y equal to, so summation of x squared minus summation of x squared divided by n, right? And then you masukkan nilai dia, summation dalam ni, and then finally cari jawapan dia. So you boleh gunakan calculator untuk cari jawapan. So nak dapatkan jawapan, shift nombor 1, and then ambil regression sekali lagi nombor 5, and then you want the value of b, right? So 2. So remember, bila kita nak selesaikan regression equation, kita kena cari b dahulu, baru cari a, bukan a dulu, walaupun jawapan a sudah ada. Tapi dia punya prosedur, find b, then find a, because in finding a, you have to use the value of b. So here you get 1.18 sampai 3 digit di sini. And then the third one, solve for a. So a is given by summation of y divided by n minus b summation of x divided by n. So substitute the value and then finally finding the answer. So yang ni buatlah. Okay, yang bahagian ni kita buatlah dia punya substitution. And then finding the value of a, so you can just use your calculator or you calculate manually. So kat sini saya gunakan calculator, shift nombor 1 again, number 5, and then you want the value of a, that is 1. So equal to 1.062. So 1.062. Okay, and finally step number 4, tulis semula YABX ni tapi menggunakan nilai yang dah cari. So this one you get y is equal to a is 1.062 plus, is positive, it's plus 1.1, kalau dia negatif dia jadi minus lah, 8 times x. Okay. So yang ni you kena tulis, kalau you tak tulis yang step 4 ni you akan hilang satu markah. Okay, you akan hilang satu markah. So that means you have to write down this formula. Okay. And then untuk seterusnya, so kita explain. Alhamdulillah. So kita explain So how to explain the slope coefficient. So slope coefficient kat sini dia katakan okay, nilai B dia bersamaan dengan 1.185 kan. So B is equal to 1.185. So how do you explain this? This means that for each additional 1 kilometer. Sebab sekarang ni kita gunakan kilometer. Kalau kita gunakan unit boleh 1 unit of walking distance. For each additional 1 kilometer walking distance, then Y dia adalah weight loss. Okay. Weight loss will increase. Will increase by any positive. So positive will increase by 1.15 kilogram. Okay. So for each additional 1 kilometer with a walking distance, weight loss will increase by 1.185 kilogram. Okay, so that is how you explain. So secara generalnya, you boleh katakan for each additional unit increase in X, Y will increase or decrease by B unit. So increase will decrease atau yang B itu berdasarkan kepada nilai B. Kalau nilai B adalah positif, that means it will increase. Kalau B adalah negatif, it will decrease. Okay. And finally, the last question asks you to estimate. So that means they estimate the weight loss. If the average walk for 5 kilometers a day, maknanya we can see nilai X adalah bersamaan dengan 5 kilometer. So what you need to do is to find the value of Y, which is equal to 1.062 plus 1.185. This one substitute with 5 equal to. So in this case, you can just use your calculator to calculate manually, or you can use your calculator to get the accurate values. So ada soalan, ada student yang tanya saya, okay, yang mana satu nak guna cik? So kalau dia ada perbezaan, kita guna manually, memang akan ada beza lah dengan guna calculator. So which value that you want to take? Okay, how many decimal place? So it doesn't matter whether you want to use the manual calculation or the calculator results. Okay, so tak kisah you gunakan yang mana. Sebab jawapannya tak ada beza banyak sangat. Tapi kalau jawapan tu berbeza banyak, maknanya you punya pengiraan secara manual tu salah lah. Okay, tapi kalau tak ada beza banyak sangat, memang jawapan dia betul lah, tak ada masalah. So you don't have to worry about it. So kalau you gunakan calculator, so this one kalau nak gunakan pengiraan biasa macamnya 1.062 tambah dengan, okay, you boleh dapat kat sini 1.062 1.062 plus 1.185 boleh, so you boleh gunakan dalam gunakan kurungan boleh, so you boleh gunakan kurungan kan, so 5 tutup kurungan, so you akan dapat jawapan ni dengan 6.987. You dapat 6.987. Itu apa? This one will be kilogram. Kalau dia kena units, make sure you put the correct units over there. So this if you are using the manual calculation. Okay, let's see berapa banyak difference dia. So banyak tak beza dia dengan yang calculation gunakan calculator. So if you are using your calculator to calculate the estimation values, so what you need to do is just simply key in the value of X. So the value of X is 5. And then go to shift number 1 and then take regression number 5, and then you nakkan dia punya Y kan, kita cari Y kan, so ambil yang Y kan 25 so ambil 25, so dia dapat 5 Y hat, maksudnya bila X sama dengan 5, Y bersama dengan apa dia, so tekan sama dengan Dia dapat 6.984. So 984 dengan 6.985 kan. Dengan 6.987 tak ada beza sangatlah. Mungkin sikit saya beza. 985 dengan 987. So only 0.002 difference. So boleh guna mana-mana satu. Right? So this is for the question related to simple linear regression. Okay. So ada soalan tak so far? Okay, so dalam exam pun you akan dapat lihat benda yang sama lah. So kalau katakan you guna draw. Okay, suppose that you have this equation line. Okay, suppose that you have this equation line. So then the question asks you to draw on the scatter diagram. So macam mana kita nak draw? So untuk draw the scatter diagram, okay, the first rule that you need to understand here, drawing a scatter diagram, a regression line dalam scatter diagram, saya tulis kat bawah ni. So bila kita nak draw regression line, so what do we need to do? Okay, first kali kita kena cari find 2 points. Kita kena dapatkan 2 points. Okay, macam mana dapatkan 2 points tu? Okay, there is one way. So one is by using bila x sama dengan kosong, you know that y is equal to 1.062. Okay, this give you 1 point, that is 0, 1.062. And then the next one, just pick any number in between of the data. So kalau kita tengok data ni, dia ada paling kecil adalah 0.5, paling besar adalah 6 kan. So ambillah antara nilai itu. Mungkin you boleh ambil gunakan, katakan yang tak ada kat situ, mungkin you boleh gunakan nombor 5 contohnya. Okay, you can just choose yang ni, nombor 5 kan, tadi kita jadikan nombor 5 sama dengan dia. So you can just choose that one. Okay, x equal to 5, suppose that you want x 5, so you know that y is equal to 6.987. Okay, so this give you the second point, that is 5, 6.987. Okay, so now the second step, plot these 2 points on the same graph. Okay, you plot. So tadi you dah ada graph you kan, so you graph you kat sini, you plot the points dua tu So plot the points on the 2 graph, and then the third one connect these points. 2 point ni 2 points with a straight line. Okay, you just ambil pembaris, sambung saja 2 titik tersebut. Okay, so this is the step. So you must find the points. So nak cari titik ni kena tunjukkan So make sure you tunjukkan macam mana bila x sama 0, y sama apa. Bila x sama dengan 5, y sama apa. Okay, so dapat 2 titik ni baru you plot dalam you punya graph, and then ambil pembaris, sambungkan titik tersebut. Okay, you boleh extend dia punya garisan tu sampai mana-mana lah, sampai sepanjang yang boleh lah. Okay, jangan dia sambung tengah-tengah, tinggal tergantung So make sure that it crosses the x and the y axis and is extended to the outer parts. Okay, yang paling jauh.